Hello, and welcome back to DML. So the brand new Dawn to Duskwing event has just begun in DML. And so this is a brand new event. We have never had this in game before. So we will head into it and take a look at what we're dealing with. So this event lasts 7 days, with the first prize being the brand new Bludgeon Dragon. So if we click on this, it says, get this dragon and start the event for awesome rewards. So to actually participate in this event, you have to actually own the Bludgeon Dragon. So you can either get him by breeding him using the honey and lava dragons, or you can also purchase him using gems. Purely for the sake of this video, for the first time in a long time, I am actually going to go ahead and outright purchase him so that I can actually show you how the event works. So there is our Bludgeon Dragon in our inventory, so we will have to go ahead and hatch him, and his hatching time is around about 19 hours. So just be aware that if you are going to take part in the event, you will also have to speed up its hatching time. So, because I promised to do it, again, this is like a one-time thing for this new event because it's brand new, I will do it right now. So, this dragon, I have to say, I am in love with his egg. I really do like the egg. It's so simple and yet so cool. And this baby is huge. You seen this? He's like 3 times the size of a normal dragon, isn't he? His face is like going outside of the box and everything. What the heck? But the hard-headed Bludgeon Dragon has the toughest skull of all dragon kind. It's second to none at battering down Viking strongholds, but might need to work on its playful head nudges. You're telling me I can't cuddle him? You're telling me he doesn't want to cuddle properly? Shame on you, little Bludgeon Dragon. And he's a fire, wind, and metal dragon. Would I recommend him to be used on a team as normally? Probably not. But at the same time, we need to use him for this event. So now that we have him, finally, after spending like 700 gems, we finally have him to use. So he's level 1 at the moment. If we go back to the event itself, it says reach level 4 with your dragon hero to start the event. So it's telling us we have to go ahead and feed him up a little bit. So little Fenner here, you are like the hamster. You are the testing hamster for this event. You are gonna find out whether this event sucks or whether it's great. So, like they said, we'll level him up to level 4 and we'll slowly build up depending on what it asks us to do. But oh my god, I love his design! Oh, the like new shape of this body type and his horns and everything. Oh, I do like him. I do like him quite a lot. But anyway, coming back to this event, we can see that we have a bunch of battles over here and we have to go over a bridge and all the way over here. If I'm not mistaken, didn't we have to play this exact map like a year ago? This seems awfully familiar. But regardless, it says, reach the end of the dungeon to win this prize. So, this is the epic Duskwing Dragon. We've finally seen all of his elements. So he is a water, shadow, and plant dragon. I wasn't expecting the plant in there, but I also love this dragon. You know, my favorite color is like blue, bluey greens, aquas. This is like the perfect dragon for me. You know, looks sort of shady, but he also has the perfect coloring. So, I really want him. I really want this Duskwing Dragon. Depends on how tough this map stuff is gonna be. So, only your hero dragon is available during this battle. And you can see it shows us on the left we have our Bludgeon Dragon. The enemy is going to be a legendary plushie dragon. If we're going to go against a legendary with a non-upgraded epic, we should probably level him up a little bit more. Like, I can afford the food to do this, so let's make sure we don't lose the fight, shall we? Sounds like a good idea. So, you know, we're just going to go ahead and two-shot him. The plushie dragon's going to miss anyway, okay? Guess leveling up was pointless. So that is fight number 1 done. We get 450 food as the reward, and then we have to wait 4 minutes, well, 5 minutes for the next fight to come up. And this next fight is going to be against the little angel dragon. So it's 2 gems, whatever. Let's just play it out now. Again, another level 4 dragon. And a lot of people were asking, what is the max level that we're going to have to level up this dragon to actually finish off this event? So far, we have no idea. So it's just going to be trial and error. So here we go. This time we have to wait 10 minutes, and we have the Cupcake and Hellfire dragons that we have to defeat here. So, can a level 10 take on 2 level 4s? Yes, it can. Again, just for the sake of trying out this event, I will skip ahead and actually spend the 3 gems. Let's be honest, considering the amount of gems I spent during the Dragon's Delight, just, you know, messing with my luck and items, I don't think 5 gems is going to be the be-all and end-all. I don't think that's the thing that's going to make me go broke, to be completely honest with you. So there we go, there is this fight done. So you can see that as we progress, the timers for the fights get longer and longer. To be fair, having to wait only like 10-20 minutes isn't too bad, but if it just keeps going, will we have to wait like 2 days to go and play the last fight or something? I don't know, that's giving me the heebie-jeebies. But now we're getting to the point where we have to face off against 3 dragons. So this is where it's probably going to get a lot tougher to actually finish off these fights and stuff. And so one thing that you can do, of course, like with all dragons, I'm not sure if training actually works, but you know, we can pop on auto training, we have our clan dragon powers, and plus another thing that you might want to consider is actually popping him into the Dragon Academy. So where the heck are you? He's all the way down here. So obviously if you upgrade your dragon's attacks, they're going to do more to the enemies. You know, do AoE spread damage on fire. The wind's going to be really useful for reducing the attack that they do. So whatever, we'll unlock his wind element, which will be a 2-minute wait. And then we can go and take on the next fight. So they're definitely trying to give us something different with this event. Yes, I know that he's busy. Can you at least let me look at the map? Apparently not. Apparently he has to be available at every given second of the day. Otherwise you can't even take a look at him, which, you know, is fair enough. So a lot of people's main concern with this event is the event actually doable? Because to start with, you have to actually breed the dragon itself. And then after that, you have to progress through a map where there's a bunch of wait times, a ton of fights, and plus, depending on your player level, you might not even be able to finish the fights because the enemies might be too high of a level. And obviously I've saved quite a lot of food for the case of this event, so we'll level him up all the way to level 40 for now. Just because, why the heck not? I mean, I've got no other use for him, so we might as well keep him there and wreck all the fights that we come in contact with. But, you know, all these wait times, you know, upgrading him with his upgraded attacks, waiting between all of these fights here that I can't even show you yet. How much is the scaling gonna be to? Is this event doable in a week? Obviously 7 days is a long time to be able to do all of this, but if you don't breed the Bludgeon Dragon pretty much within the first day, because, you know, he has a 16-hour breeding time. Then he has a 19-hour hatching time. That's 2 days gone, even if you're successful on your first attempt. So, actually, if you think about it, we only have 5 days to do this event. So, is this event possible to do within 5 days? And if it is, then you've got to consider that that is the fastest possible amount of time that it can take for a player. It's assuming that they get the Bludgeon Dragon on, like, their first attempt. So what about the people that only breed the Bludgeon Dragon on, like, their 10th attempt? Do you expect every single person to sit there and actually, you know, speed up every breed that they do? And, you know, so far we don't have the full event numbers. I'm sure the DML wiki will probably update with them soon. But, you know, I wanted to buy him for the sake of showing you how likely you actually are to do the event. And to be honest with you, if these times keep scaling to the same extent, pretty much doubling every single time, I don't know how we're gonna do this, or free-to-play players even have a chance, like even a speck of hope of trying to get this event done. So, that is still my thoughts on the event at the moment, because, you know, I did do a video talking about the event when we just got the prior info, and I said, you know, it doesn't sound great, but I don't want to make too many, you know, preemptive judgments on what we're actually getting here. But I have to say, I don't think seeing the event has made me feel any better. I think, if anything, it sort of made me feel worse. Because you've got to consider that I just spent like 700 gems on doing all of that. And plus, you buy the dragon and you still have to bloody pay for its hatching time. So even if you buy the dragon instantly for that 560 gems, you're still gonna have to wait to hatch the thing. So what if you only have enough gems to actually buy the dragon and you can't speed up the hatching anyway? You're still gonna have to wait like a day. So, I don't know, I was hoping and praying for my own sanity and for the sake of a vast majority of the player base that this event would have been done differently, that maybe there was something we were missing. The answer is no. I don't think I was incorrect in my initial thoughts of this event. It is completely polarizing to vast majorities of the player base, and is definitely a premium event. 100%. It's either a 100% premium event, or you have to get so lucky that it's unbelievable. Because you don't expect to breed a dragon with 10 possible outcomes on your first try. You just don't. And if every single time you try and breed it, you get the tiger dragon, or you get the orange dragon, like I did earlier, you're gonna be stuck waiting for an entire day for that one as well. So, for the most part, I'm very disappointed. I was hoping for something better, but I'm just curious to see what these timers are gonna be like later on into the event. Maybe at a certain point they'll cap out at an hour, and I'm just like fear-mongering or something. I guess we'll find out the more that we progress, but those are our first looks at the event. Of course, I'm going to be coming back when all these fights are done, you know, recording it, seeing what happens, and updating you on everything. But I think it's a good idea I leave sooner rather than later before I end up, you know, just ranting for the next 25 minutes about how this is garbage. So, for now, guys, I would suggest if you actually want to finish the event, might be worth considering actually buying the dragon, but it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money for one dragon for one event. So those are my closing thoughts for now. So thank you very much for joining me in DML today, and until next time, I will see you then.